Good morning, everybody. In yesterday's class, we were discussed about the oxides of sulfur and allotropies of sulfur. The sulfur gives different oxyacids, that is sulfurous acid, sulfuric acid, disulfuric acid, peroxydisulfuric acid, etc. And sulfur gives two allotropic forms, that is most important. First one is the rhombic sulfur and second one is the monoclinic sulfur. Rhombic sulfur is called as alpha sulfur and monoclinic sulfur is called as beta sulfur, etc. We were discussed. But in this class, learn the oxygen and compounds of oxygen. The oxygen is first element of the G16. So, see the oxygen and its compounds. First of all, dioxygen, O2. Dioxygen. Preparation methods of dioxygen. How to prepare the dioxygen? Oxygen is very important for the all animals, because in respiratory system, in respirations, we have to require the oxygen. Without oxygen we cannot live. So that dioxygen, how to prepare? Preparation methods of dioxygen. First preparation method, that is laboratorical method. Laboratory method. How to prepare oxygen in a laboratory, that is small scale. In small scale, how to prepare the dioxygens, that is the laboratorical method. In laboratory, O2 is prepared in different ways. As follows. In laboratory, dioxygen, that is O2, can be prepared in different ways as follows. First, A, from salt. How to prepare dioxygen, O2 in laboratory? From salts. The salts like chlorates, nitrates, permanganates, the salts like chlorates, then nitrates, permanganates, by heating to gives dioxygen. Whenever any salt of chlorates, nitrates or permanganates undergoes heating at high temperature to produce the oxygen. For example, KClO3. This is perchloric acid. KClO3 is the perchloric acid. Whenever this perchloric acid is heated, in presence of manganese dioxide, MnO2. Perchloric acid heated in presence of manganese dioxide. Then it gives what? It gives 3O2, that is dioxygen. Dioxygen is prepared, 3O2, and remaining byproduct is 2KCl. So by this way, dioxygen is prepared from perchloric acid, that is chlorate. Likewise, that you can take nitrate, sodium nitrate, potassium nitrates or permanganates. Any of them salt can heated at high temperature, then it gives the dioxygens. Then second laboratorical method. First from salt, second from oxides of metal. oxides of metal, that is sodium oxide, magnesium oxide, aluminum oxide, mercurous oxide, zinc oxide, any metal oxide. Any metal oxides undergoes thermal heating. Any metal oxides undergoes thermal heating. It decomposes to gives oxygen. What? Whenever any oxides of metal, sodium, magnesium, calcium, copper, any metal oxides undergoes thermal heating, it decomposes to give the oxygen. For example, 2MgO, magnesium oxide, is heated. Magnesium oxide is the metal oxides. When it is heated, to give the 2Mg magnesium plus oxygen. Oxygen is prepared from magnesium oxide. Suppose second example, 2HgO, mercuric oxide, is heated to form the 2Hg plus O2. Mercurous oxide is heated to form the mercury and oxygen. Otherwise, 2AgO2, 2O2, silver dioxide, 2Ag2O2, then it gives the 2O2 oxygen plus 4Ag. So all these are the examples of metal oxides. Whenever it heated at high temperature to produce the oxygen. So this is the second preparation laboratory method of dioxygen. First is from salt, second from oxides of metal. Then third laboratory method from hydrogen peroxide. H2O2 is the hydrogen peroxide. How to prepare dioxygen from hydrogen peroxide? When hydrogen peroxide is heated in presence of MnO2, it is heated in presence of catalyst. In presence of catalyst MnO2, manganese dioxide, to gives oxygen O2, hydrogen peroxide, that is H2O2 is heated in presence of MnO2, manganese dioxide. Then it gives the 2H2O, water plus oxygen. So we have to prepare oxygen. So all these are the laboratory methods. By this way we can prepare dioxygen in small scale, small quantities. First from salt, second from metal oxides, third from hydrogen peroxides. This is the first laboratory method. Then see the second preparation method of oxygen. Second preparation method of oxygen, that is by electrolysis. Second preparation method is electrolysis. What is electrolysis? The process in which electric current is supplied to give the cations and anions is called as electrolysis. Or the process in which non-spontaneous redox reactions can be carried out by supplying electricity is called as electrolysis. By this process, O2 is prepared, dioxygen is prepared on large scale. O2 prepared oxygen is prepared from electrolysis of water, that is H2O. H2O. This what? Whenever the water is taken in any beaker and current is passing in it, by passing the current in water, it breaks up to use the H2 and O2. Whenever the current is supplied, it undergoes electrolysis to break up and gives the H2 and O2. Then O2 is deposited at anode. O2 is deposited at anode and H2 is deposited at cathode. Means what? On large scale, O2 is prepared from electrolysis of water. O2 is prepared from electrolysis of water. Then H2 is liberated at cathode. H2 is liberated at cathode and O2 is collected at anode. O2 is collected at anode. So by this way, oxygen is prepared from water by passing the current. Electricity is called as electrolysis. In this way, we can prepare the large quantity of oxygen. It requires the current. So it is the electrolysis process. Suppose 2H2O water, when current is supplied in that water, then it gives the 2H2 plus O2, 2H2 at cathode and O2 at the anode. So this is the second preparation method of oxygen, that is electrolysis. Then see the third preparation method of oxygen. First is laboratory, second one is the electrolysis, and third preparation method is the industrial method. Industrial method of preparation. Industrial method of preparation of oxygen. How to prepare dioxygen by industrial method? We know in atmosphere that containing oxygen, in atmosphere air containing number of gases, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. From that all gases, how to separate the oxygen? That is the industrial method. By this way, we have required the fractional distillation. Fractional distillation of air. Whenever the air undergoes fractional distillation, then carbon dioxide and vapors are evaporated. Vapors and carbon dioxide is evaporated. Then remaining gases, that is N2 and oxygen, which is collected, which liquefies and separated the oxygen. So how to write? The air undergoes fractional distillation. Air undergoes fractional distillation. Air undergoes fractional distillation to remove carbon dioxide, water vapors, to remove carbon dioxide, water vapors, and produces oxygen and nitrogen gases. See again, whenever the air undergoes fractional distillation, then carbon dioxide and water vapors are removed from that air, and we have to get or produces oxygen and nitrogen, O2 and N2. Then it liquefies to gives oxygen. Again, this oxygen and nitrogen liquefies, and we have to separate the oxygen. By this way, we can separate the oxygen from air, that is called as industrial method. So first is the laboratory, second one is the electrolysis, and third is the industrial method of preparation of oxygens. Then see the physical properties of oxygen. Physical properties of oxygen. Generally in physical properties we demonstrate their color, odor, solubility, that is external appearance. So the physical properties of dioxygen, O2. Physical properties of dioxygen is the O2. First, it is colorless. It is colorless, odorless gas. Oxygen is gas, but it has not any color and odor. Second, it is sparingly soluble in water. Sparingly soluble in water. Oxygen can soluble in water, but that is a small extent, in few quantities. That is called as sparingly soluble in water. Means what? How to soluble? 30.8 cm cube of oxygen dissolved in 1000 cm cube of water. What water is taken? It is 1000 cm cube. 1000 cm cube containing 30.8 cm cube of oxygen. That is partial or slightly soluble at 293 Kelvin temperature. 293 Kelvin temperature. It is sustained to life of aquatic animals. Aquatic animals means what? Those animals are lives in water. It requires the oxygen, and that oxygen is obtained by what? Dissolving in 1000 cm cube of the water. That is physical property. Then it liquefies. Oxygen is liquefies at 90 Kelvin temperature. Oxygen is liquefied at 90 Kelvin temperature and freezes at 55 Kelvin temperature. Freezes at the 55 Kelvin temperature. Liquefying 90 Kelvin and freezes at 55 Kelvin temperature. It gives three isotopes, that is O8, first, second and third. First isotope of oxygen having 16, 17 and 18. So these are the three isotopes of oxygen. What about the isotopes? Atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass number are called as isotopes. All these atoms having same atomic number 8 but mass number is different, 16, 17, 18. So these are the isotopes of oxygen. Oxygen can produces three isotopes. Last physical property, it is paramagnetic in nature. Paramagnetic in nature. Oxygen is paramagnetic in nature. See again the physical properties. First, oxygen is colorless, odorless gas. Second, sparingly soluble in water. Sparingly means what? In 1000 cm cube of water, it containing only 30.8 cm cube. That is very small quantity which is required for the aquatic animals for the breathing purpose. aquatic animals without oxygen cannot be live. So that can be obtained from water. Then it liquefies at 90 Kelvin temperature and freezes at the 55 Kelvin temperature. It gives three isotopes, 16, 17, 18. And last, oxygen is paramagnetic in nature. Oxygen is paramagnetic in nature. So these are the physical properties of oxygen. The oxygen. Last, see the uses of oxygen, O2. Uses of dioxygen. Which are the uses of oxygen? First, it is used in respiration. It is used in breathing, respiration or respirations to sustain animals. It is used in respirations to sustain animals and aquatic lives. Aquatic life is the very important use for the respiration or respiration. Second use, when oxygen combines with ethylene or acetylene. Oxygen O2 combines with acetylene to gives oxyacetylene flame. When oxygen combines with acetylene to gives oxyacetylene flame which is used for cutting and welding of metals. For the cutting and welding of metals it requires. Then oxygen cylinders used in hospitals. Oxygen cylinders are used in hospitals. In hospitals it can be used. Then oxygen is used to combustion of fuels. So etc. These are the uses of oxygen. Okay.